think a lot of people like assume that 14-year-olds, I don't think they really think that we're ambitious at all.
The worst thing about being 14 is probably like not being allowed to make as many choices.
No one treats you like a kid anymore, but no one treats you like an adult.
Everybody just expects you to be a kid and just go to school and that's it, that's all you have to do. And so they're not really, like, they don't really want you to help either because they just think you'll mess it up and don't know what you're doing. But I think I want to prove them wrong, I guess, and show that we can make a difference.
We've decided to go out and meet the neighbours on Sunday so we can find out what their opinions are about Killarney Heights and see if we could change some of their opinions if they don't really like what's going on or improve it. I work really well with my friends and I probably wouldn't do this very well on my own.
So we want to see what other people think so we can change something that most people want changed.
I hope that it goes well and that I hope that people have a lot to say, and I hope that they don't resist from telling us things just because we're 14.
Why do I run from myself? I run from me. I'm so old and wise now, so young and free.
What do you think the needs are in our community?
I think we need things for young people to do.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a lot of service available.
I suppose a community needs a sort of sense of unity and warmth within itself. I suppose that's what makes a good community.
What do you consider a functioning community?
I think we should take care of our neighbours, which is unfortunately not the case. I think that a lot of people live next door to each other and never see each other.
A functioning community? Well, I suppose one where the whole community is safe and working happy together, lots of community events.
Functioning community. I suppose a community which can actually show for its actions, like it could show for what it's done, so it's through its different projects that it might be able to do, or its culture and lifestyle is a representation of its sort of commitment to each other.
Well, the families look out for each other. You know who your neighbors are. You know the local shopkeepers and all that fun. That as a parent, that the kids have. When they go out looking for things to do, they have something positive to do with their time, and that's what to me that's what the community is all about.
What do you think of the general age group of 14 to 15-year-olds? Do you think that they always have the stereotypical view of being like lazy and not wanting to do much for the community? Do you believe that's true?
I do believe that's what sort of most of society views it as, which I don't agree with.
I think it's a hard time, 12 to 16. There's so much going on in that age group.
Society will be harsh on them when they show, as you say, signs and traits of being rebellious, for example, or lazy. But actually, I see that as being a direct consequence of what society has put on them. So what's enforced and what's expected of them is what they're going to show. So, for example, how can you expect responsibility from a young person, say to 12 to 15, if you never give them the opportunity to be responsible?
I do think, though, that it's lovely to see young people like you doing something like this, and I appreciate that.
I enjoy that we're actually making a difference, because instead of just being normal teenagers just watching TV or something, we're actually helping other people, and it's really good to make a difference in the world, even if it's like small.
When I grow up, I've always wanted to be like an overseas aid worker, and so I think that like things in our community can like always be improved. Even though age restricts us in like a lot of things, we can still try and make a difference in like the things that we can do. And like I obviously can't be an aid worker now, but like I can try and make a difference in my community.